Since now you know how to move into and maintain selected position around tanker, let's go for that one very specific point in time and space, which is connecting with the basket. Close in with the tanker while flying at the same altitude and to the left of it. The purpose of this maneuver is that it helps you with judging closure speed, as the tanker also moves across your canopy instead of only getting bigger, and it gives other fighters a chance to see you while you're getting into this initial position. At the same time, you avoid smashing into the tanker or its wake turbulence should your speed or trajectory be incorrect. Establish position on the left wing at same altitude, then descend below tanker, move to its center line into pre-contact position and contact the tanker for the basket to drop. Once it is fully extended, switch your focus to the basket. Move the plane behind it so that the basket and the tip of the refueling probe are superimposed against each other. Keep it there for a moment and trim as required. Set closure speed of 2-3 knots, then switch your focus only to the basket, while keeping notice of the probe's tip in relation to the basket. Move your view a bit if the tip is hidden behind the cockpit frame. Maneuver with pitch and roll to keep the probe in the basket all the time. Alternative method is to keep them slightly apart initially and bring them closer and closer together as the plane's distance to basket decreases. Don't close in faster so that you have more time to make corrections. Also, the slower you go, the smaller the corrections needed. You'll notice that rolling the plane also moves the probe's tip up and down in relation to the basket. To counter it, use small inputs and time roll nudges and counter nudges so that they will cancel out their influence. It's best to aim precisely up front and then only close in while making tiny corrections, rather than to start without alignment and trying to improve it as you go. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work at all. Don't try to salvage bad approach to the basket. Instead, stop chasing it and back off. Only then stabilize at the correct position and try one more time. As your proficiency grows, you'll notice that you can recover from minor misalignments. In case of bad oscillations, just let go of the stick, slightly reduce throttle and let fly-by-wire or trim to tame the plane by itself. And that's it. Put the thing on the thing, hold it there and close the distance. After you've connected, switch your attention to the tanker and fly as stable formation with it as you can. Look out for slightest relative motion between you and the tanker. Make corrections early and be smooth but decisive about them, so you can arrest any runaway situation before it develops beyond your control. It's not that difficult once you have the necessary level of fine control and once you know how to fly while looking outside at something else. This method works for all probe and basket refueled modules, and since you're focusing on the basket itself, it doesn't matter what the tanker is doing or what time is it, as long as you can see the ring around the basket and as long as you have even a partial sight of the tanker.